Now, Italian cars are all well and good if you like to use your heart rather than your head, but my choice reflects the great British tradition for grand sporting cars. And this past year, Jaguar have been celebrating 50 years of XK sports car production with the launch of the XKR. And I was there cutting the mustard in Dijon to see just how hot it was. Okay, cards on the table time. I've always been a big fan of Jaguar cars. I've only ever owned one Jaguar, an XJS, 9 years old, which unfortunately had to go recently due to far too many ominous sounds coming from under the engine and goodness knows where else. But thankfully those days of Jaguar reliability problems have long gone, and the XK8 has gone on to become the fastest selling Jaguar sports car of all time. Well, now the stakes are up considerably with this XKR. Now, the new XKR really is drop-dead gorgeous. There are no other words to describe it. And the main visual changes you'll find over the XK8 are this mesh grille at the front. You get these two bonnet louvers, which are vital to aid engine cooling. There's also a discreet boot spoiler, again to aid stability, particularly at high speed. And these new huge 18-inch alloy wheels, all subtle, all discreet, but stunning. But it's here under the bonnet where you really need to look. Yes, it's that 4-litre AJ V8 engine, recently introduced to the saloon range, with of course the addition of the supercharger, those Eaton supercharger, and it's even faster than the XJR saloon. Power from this engine is a whopping 370 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds, and a top speed limited to a mere 155 miles an hour. It would go quicker, I'm sure. This is the fastest ever mainstream production Jaguar. That supercharger delivers an extra 80 brake horsepower over the normally aspirated XK8, a car already voted the most beautiful two-seat luxury model in the world. And you can't argue with that, can you? Now, you may not think that £66,000 represents value for money, and to most of us, obviously, it doesn't. But if you're on the market for this sort of sports car, perhaps it does, because the rivals for the XKR are the Aston Martin DB7, which will cost you £20,000 more, and the large Mercedes 600 Coupe, which will cost you £40,000 more. This, in my opinion, is an absolute bargain, but not one you'll find at your local discount store.